Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and I decided to ask a question again on Twitter. Just the other day we went over like the least favorite decks of all time and asked people on Twitter. Well, I did the same thing about least favorite card, most hated card ever in Hearthstone history, and I got nearly 200 replies. So we're gonna go through, take a look at some of them, react to some of them. A lot of these cards I actually like and some I actually hate. So we'll go over that. And again, you might love some of these cards, you might hate some of these cards, and that's the fun of it, to see how other people react to other cards. No one's right or wrong except for me, but we'll keep my opinions to myself for the most part. And also a quick reminder, I think like 55% of people are not yet subscribed to the channel that watch. If you want to hit that sub button, I appreciate it. We're nearing 30,000 subs, and the next Zeddy doc is going to come out at 30,000. Finally picked out the topic, and it's going to be a spicy one, so you want to hit that sub button to get that going. But anyways, let's take a look at what the most hated cards in Hearthstone history are, at least according to Twitter. So first off, we got a Zephyrus. Nothing makes me more furious than my opponent pulling answers or lethal out that an idiot should have access to. My problem with Zeph is just him giving you the wrong card. That was always more tilting, but I can see Zephyrus being a pain. Violet here says time out, although not super relevant. It was the Shirvala thing, not being able to interact with timeout. I always found that really annoying, not being able to interact with timeout. Like, at least I'm like, the Hall of Fame ice block, and then they put timeout in the game, and there's no way to get around it, and that was always very frustrating. Aluneth, very hated by against a lot of secret mage cards. We got Shadow Essence in there, and can't pick just one. This guy's got a quadruple dose. We got Kingsbane. Oh My Yogg is definitely worthy on my list. I actually kind of like Kingsbane, not so much the aggro variant, but I like Kingsbane. Obsidian Statue, I get it, and Mysterious Challenger. A little oppressive, but overall. And I'm going to give a shout out to Jack, fellow wild streamer. He goes with Lotheb. All other responses are wrong. Elucia runner-up, though I respect the fun of playing that card. There's no fun in Elucia, Jack. You're disgusting. Lotheb, I think, is actually an okay card. It just always pops up in the absolute most degenerate decks, like zero mana giant decks, but the Giants are the problem, not Lotheb, Jack. You're wrong. And I do agree, Elucia is absolutely terrible and probably my least favorite card of all time. As a control player, this guy does not like Psychic Scream, Devolve, Mecha'thun, or Charge Minions. Zephyrus popping up yet again. We have Nicolina throwing a Gas Coiler reference, a Battlegrounds reference. She thinks that's Spark More Rage. I mean, that's the one that can basically pop out other Death Rattle minions, I believe. I think it's the tier 6 unit. So Nicolina will give you a shout out, and Battlegrounds a shout out with Gas Coiler there. We have Gemeron here with Risky Skipper. Could make for some really annoying turns if you're playing Skipper, or aggro Skipper gives too much armor or clears the board. Felt like annoying design. Skipper's actually one of my favorite cards of all time. I love Skipper. I think it's a sweet card, but it was a little oppressive, especially if you were an aggro player. Skipper Armor Smith was the bane of many existence. We got Martian, another wild streamer. Elucia is probably my most hated. Amen, Martian. But worst game experience might be the Amazing Reno. As soon as he's played, I have anxiety for the rest of the game. I agree, the Amazing Reno is the worst hero power of any hero card ever, but the fact it costs 10 mana, it just means it rarely ever sees play. But I agree, Amazing Reno, definitely a pretty frustrating card. I'm a degenerate aggro player, and I have to say Spreading Plague. After Reno, I could still win, but Spreading Plague, the slow play, it's GG. Plague, I like, because I like punishing the aggro players, but again, I totally understand that one. I expect to see that quite a bit. We see Ticketus, Ziliax. What are you talking about, buddy? No. We've got a double dose. We got Stilt Stepper, and we have Hysteria. It says he says Stilt Stepper with the anxiety or the waiting, the tilt waiting behind they actually draw the card that they can play. And Hysteria, well, because the first original version was just pretty busted, so I can see that. We got the Battleground streamer and Team America saying Barnes. I think it's an honorary priest card, so he doesn't play a lot these days, so old school Barnes, pretty tilting to him. We got a Shadow Essence, we all know that. Oh my goodness, Reno Jackson. I spotted an aggro player here. I can't agree, but it can be pretty tilting. We got Spreading Plague again, Lotheb again. Ooh, Lotheb pops up again. Jack's got some support here. Surprisingly, I really hate Safeguard. It taught me that summons another taunt one is annoying. What about Cartoot or Sludge Belcher? That's a weird pick, but all right, Safeguard. Most hated card of all time. Brawl from the Warrior class is here, I guess. How dare you? We got Plague again. We've got Oh My Yogg. I'm glad a lot of people really don't like Omeya, because that is definitely on there for me. Jade Idol, very unfun for sure. Shutterwalk, I always see this one pop up. I love Shutterwalk. I think it's such a cool card. It enables so much dumb stuff, but I guess the infinite and the helplessness against it can be frustrating. But it's 9 mana. I don't know. I feel like a 9 mana card should have something like that. Jiminator, fellow friend, he's a rogue main, but he hates Leroy because he doesn't like playing aggro rogue, and he's the bane of his existence. And the next one is Leroy Jenkins as well. And again with Shutterwalk, like I said, a lot of people like to hit on Shutterwalk. We have Orange here with a picture of Octasari. I think it cost him his Grandmaster spot. I just remember Octasari popping up and costing him a Grandmaster's game. There was no way he was ever losing. So shout out to Orange. That's a painful one. I liked Octasari. One of my best clips ever is a Octasari one. So sorry, Orange. I gotta disagree, but I definitely understand. We got Cabal Acolyte, Barnes Yashiraj. By the way, I kind of influenced the priest hate, but honestly, there was gonna be priest hate anyways. Easy, it's priest cards. See what I mean? There's gonna be priest cards anyways. Oh my Yogg and Counterspell. Oh my Yogg is really, I'm seeing this more than a Lucia. That's how triggering the card is. Oh my Yogg for sure. Blade Flurry, Oil Rogue to me is one of my the most hated deck of all time. I could see that as insane face damage back in the day. Stupid card for stupid deck. Cold Light Oracle. Somebody didn't like getting milled. And Fireball. Someone didn't like getting hit in the face. Somebody likes playing slow, greedy decks and gets punished by it. I like Cold Light Oracle. I'm pretty degenerate, but I'm a degenerate man, so I can definitely see that. We got Shadow Essence. Keep seeing that one popping up. Shout out to Parasite Plays as well. Raza, Cloudy with the Raza. Snip Snap, Saucy Mailman, now a League Legends of Runeterra YouTuber and streamer. Snip Snap for sure. That Warlock deck and was a breaking point for me to stop wanting to play the game, and he hasn't since. He plays Legends of Runeterra. Check him out. Really awesome dude and friend. Clark Hellscream with this combo makes me wants to insta concede on turn 1. We got Cabal Lackey, Rick Fairgame. What's wrong with a 1 mana 2/1 draw 3 cards and you lose the game? What's wrong with that, Clark? That's 2 cards. You're cheating. That's a combo. We're not saying the hated combo. Unbelievable, Clark. You can't even do this correctly. We got Zapper with Ice Block and Explosive Runes. Does not like Secret, so Ixar probably doesn't like this guy because Ixar's a big Secret Mage guy. We got just random cards. Lady Liadrin. Well, that's I guess somebody really didn't like Libram Paladin. Got Shutterwalk again. Ice Block again. Shadow Essence again. UI makes an appearance here. That was quite the oppressive card back in the day. It was more the rant for me than UI, but I can definitely see that. Elucia. Why is this still a card? Again, that's my vote. I can't stand Elucia, just unfun. Spreading Plague, absolutely see that as well, although I do like the card. I wish they'd speed up the animations again. They're slow again. Why? Thought Steal and Mind Control. I hated Priests on release because apparently their deck is so bad they feel the need to take mine. That's a pretty funny one. I like that. Skull of Gul'dan, Il'gynoth, Elucia, Ticketus, and Baku. Yeah, those are pretty awful. Vargoth, not enough Vargoth mentions. This card just so frustrating, not only in Priest, but even like Oaken Summons. Like, Oaken Summons, you get a 4 mana 5/10 with Taunt and 6 armor. That's enough. Why do you need 12 armor? And get a Vargoth with it. Ridiculous. We got Mysterious Challenger. Surprise, I didn't think that was the most hated card, but I guess Secret Pally was pretty ridiculous. Res cards, Ticketus. Turn 1, 13 and 13 stats. We got Gibberling. This is just going to be a loss to Priest cards. I don't know what a lost is, so your comment is lost in this. Terrible. Obsidian Statue, speaking of Priest cards. And we got Ben Hearthstone on the top of my head. This popped into mind. I use this as the thumbnail for most hated decks, so I can't use it again. But yes, this card is just a great way to get people invested and mad. And this got over 100 likes. Yes, Obsidian, whatever it's called. I probably already said it. Just screw that card. Just disgusting. Absolutely disgusted. Another Leroy hater. Priest board controls. Patches the Pirate, Grim Patron, and Dr. Boom. Oh yeah, Convincing Infiltrator. Again, we got this person here. I don't know. He can't win Hearthstone games. What do we care? But he said Spreading Plague or Psychic Scream. Scream, definitely disgusting. Surprised that one's not on here more often. I feel like this guy rants about everything in Hearthstone. Why even play the game at this point? Man, this guy's ranting about me in a thread where I'm not even ranting. I'm asking for other people to rant. Wow. What a guy. But hey, you made it to the video. Maybe I'll rant about that and get upset about that, buddy. Haha. Anyways, might be spicy, but pre-release Corridor Creeper, yes. 0 mana 5/5 beast that could get charged from a hunter, and oh, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting card. We got Plague again. Malagos. I gotta block this guy. Malagos? You hate on Malagos? Come on, bro. Nothing like getting by a 20-point hit Moonfire? Come on. That's cool. It's Malagos. What's your problem, buddy? I can see that, though. Pretty uninteractive. We got Vargoth again. Rogue Quest Caverns Below. Yes, very frustrating. Flamewaker, absolutely. But I love Flamewaker. Got him golden, and I'm not disenchanting it. But definitely a very frustrating card. Got Cold Light Oracle, Ticketus, Counterspell, Explosive Runes. Somebody likes playing slow decks. And your name's Leroy Jackson. Interesting. Reddit arguments for Elucia. Elucia, yes, absolutely. We got Plague again. We got Ticketus. Control, shout out to Control, Wild, Legend, Barnes, absolutely worthy of that. I find the old school players, like we got Control, Team America, more on the Barnes train, so I get that. Literally made me quit the game. Dr. Boom, Mad Genius. I love this card, but I mean, it made you quit. That's unfortunate. I did like that deck. Psychic Scream again. We got Wolfram, the most positive guy out there. He's hating on a card, and as a face hunter, Apotheosis, and shouts out some people. Apotheosis, pretty puke, but I'm okay with the card. I'm more upset about the generation and stuff, but that's because I like playing slower stuff. Stealer of Souls, for showing this card's existence, or the existence of the card shows a developer's contempt for the Wild player base. I don't think they did it on malice. I just don't think they care or think about Wild. So when they made the card, they didn't think of the implications. I don't think it was, really don't think it was in contempt. I just don't think they really thought about it. That's all, which is, I guess, in contempt in a way. Caverns Below are Mysterious Challenger, Psychic Scream, Blood Reaver Gul'dan, you monster. This guy, I like this card. It's cool. It's 10 mana. I know it gets taunts and stuff, but a cool card. But yeah, I can't read through all these. There are so many. I'll link this thread below if you want to take one. There is a lot of hate for a lot of priest cards, a lot of spreading plagues, ice blocks, but you'll note the theme is typically either something that doesn't let you interact with them, something that's just kind of like, you know, just non-interactive stuff is very up there, or if you're an aggro player, getting in your way. It's a spreading plague, a Reno Jackson, Apotheosis, Shadow Reaper, Anduin. So take a look at these. If I didn't get to yours, I apologize. There's so many in here, like Guy Grumpy with Reno Jackson. Shout out to Guy Grumpy, but there's so many of you guys. I appreciate all of you. I will quickly scroll through while I talk, and thank you all for participating in this. And ridiculous hat with the I gotta put this one out there. Divine Favor, disgusting, can't stand it. But yeah, check them out. There's a lot of good responses, and thank you guys for entering. Again, you can always follow me on Twitter. I'll probably ask questions like this again, and maybe I'll go through and highlight the best and all, but I think it's more fun just to do it improv, go through, show off all the stuff. And yeah, man, there are a lot of cards people absolutely hate, so maybe I'll ask what cards you guys actually like. All right, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.